Okay, first place your 2 feet parallel to each other. Then get down as far as you can until your forehead is touching the bench. Then you stretch out like this and let your eventually as low as possible. Feel the stretch. Feel even your belly touching the bench, the surface of the bench. This is where the sacral vertebra or the tailbone of your spine, the base of the spine, is now resting in an optimum and aligned position on your pelvis, which are the hips. The pelvic bone are the hips. So when that happens, you have a position of strength. Now from this position of strength, what you do is you lift yourself up like this, and then at some stage you feel comfortable somewhere here at 45 degrees. You lean forward and you start going up. Then you go down again, and then you go down again. See? Down to this position where the forehead is touching the bench. You stretch out. And you don't have to put your hands at the back if you don't want to. You can put it in front. And if you're really not strong enough, you hold the bench and you use your arms to push yourself up like that. And you go down again. And you stretch out. Lengthen the spine. And use the arms to push yourself again. Look up. Down. All this will help to loosen up all those rubber bands or those ligaments and tendons or whatever, all those connective tissues around the ball and socket joint of your hips with your thigh bones. So all this will help. And even the connection at the tailbone. Tailbone is here. This is where the tailbone is. This part, if you allow it to relax, when you're down there, you can relax like that. See, you just swing your hands a bit. You can relax like that. Rest of the bench. That's where it's sitting very nicely down there, and its gravity is pulling it down. And if you can just do that and stay there for a while, you can put your hands here to make yourself more comfortable. Like this. And just sit there for a while. Very comfortable. You need to put your forehead on your hands. Then you feel very comfortable. Then you breathe many times, maybe for 5 minutes in this position. Then you can feel your lower back relaxing and letting go and just dropping down, naturally onto the bench. Let it do this. This will heal your lower back. Anything that is having problems over here, if this can relax, the tension can actually spread to the slack that you have created from the relaxation, and that will really help to relieve any kind of pain over here, especially when it comes from here, lumbar 4, lumbar 5. It starts from here, you got to have this relaxed. So you stay there for quite a while. Like this, just like as if you're sleeping. Then finally, again with the hands, you push yourself up. And now let's try to stand up. To stand up, all you gotta do is just push yourself very hard. If the legs are not strong enough, you push yourself hard from here. Like those kung fu guys, they just put their weight on their hands, on their fingers, and they push, and then they're up already. So if you have a problem, you go down again. Again, use the hand, push, and you're up again. Then look up like that. Straighten your back. Look up. When you look up, you straighten your back. See? Then you go down again. Don't be afraid because the bench is always there. Then use the bench again and you springboard yourself up. As you do this, after you just align your back and the alignment is good, and you do this, the correct alignment now is transferred to your knees, to your knees, to your ankles, and even to your toes. And that gives you a new wiring, a new kind of like connection, nervous connection especially, between
the beginning of the you see at the, where the spine meets the legs. This nexus here, you know, this nervous connection from the spine down to the legs. This will be re-established. When this is re-established, you get back the strength of your legs. Okay, so this is the one where we use bench to help us if we are still weak. Now, if you are stronger, you don't need the bench. And what you do is, you just go down into a squat again. The feet are parallel. You go down, you can see like that. You squat, and see that now the thighs are more or less nearly touching the chest. And this is what you want, because when this happens, this is aligned. See? Just like when you're kneeling, this is aligned with the hips. The hips are then aligned with the tailbone, sacral vertebra, or the base of the spine. So the base of the spine now is the whole spinal column is now resting in a optimum alignment, or in the most perfect position where it should be on the pelvis. This is what we want. So you have to squat every day. Now, to stand up from a squat, 3 ways. If you are weak, put your hands here and do the same thing like what you did on the bench. You push, give yourself a lift off, you know. You push like booster rockets, and then you pow, you're up already. Very easy. Look up, then go down you go. Then you go, push, you're up again. So that's easy, you know. Another way to push is from the center. If you're squatting with a broader, you know, where your feet are further apart, with a broader base, you put your hands in front of you, and again, you push. That will just give you a booster. So when the warrior what happens, the rest just unfold by itself, and you will get yourself into a vertical position. Then you can again do this kind of thing to strengthen even the calves, to get the correct nervous alignment of the calves. See? And then you can also do when you're already down there, you know. You can also do that. But this is very advanced. Not everybody can do this. Okay, now let's say you don't want to use the hands to lift off. You are strong enough already. What you do is you unfold the lower legs, the upper legs from the lower leg. So you increase the distance between the ankle and the buttocks first, while the chest and the upper leg is more or less still touching each other. So you go like this, you lean forward, and you do this, you see, watch. You go something like this. Then after that, after you're halfway up, then only unfold the chest from the thighs. Then you go unfolding yourself using the buttocks or the glutes to help to bring yourself to an erect position, or a vertical position, a standing position like this. See? Okay, I go down again. As I go down, watch. I fold this part. And when I'm folding it, I'm bringing myself down. Up to a certain stage where it's comfortable, I will start to fold the lower legs and upper legs together and get back to a squat. Now to go up again, what you do is you lean forward a little bit, and then buttocks goes up first. See? Then you are looking down. Chest is still more or less touching the upper thigh, the thighs and the chest are touching more or less. This is well folded inside, and then you unfold the chest from the thighs, and you go up into a vertical position. And when you're in the vertical position, you can also swing your hands like this. This will help you to also spread out the correct alignment to your upper body. And you can even swing it right up to the top and keep them there while you do a bit of, move with the ankles a bit, work with the calves, work on the ball of the foot, so that the toes and all that, the tension can be spread out evenly to the entire foot. See the foot, whole foot here like that. So you just do that, and then you look up also. You cannot do this and you're gonna fall down. What you do is just keep your heels planted on the floor. Don't do what I just did, and just look up. And open the hand like that. You can turn them around. Once in a while, you can turn them around. Bring them here, down here, like this, and then in front of you. When you do that, you can also drop yourself down a little bit. Drop yourself down a little bit. If slightly bent knees, and stay there. And breathe. Open up the hands, you see? The broader posture will be like that. And you stay there, looking forward like this. You don't have to look up, you just look like this. And then while you're doing that, after a while, maybe for 5 minutes, you can start turning the body. A little bit at a time, a little bit. This will help also to spread out the tension, not only in this axis, but also in other axes around the spine. So the spine can actually rotate a little bit, no? Of course, you don't want to do like, wow, very good kung fu kind of guy like that. This is very, very difficult. If you're going to do this, it's very difficult. And this might actually hurt a person who already has an injury over here, see? So you don't want to do that. But when you do that, also remember, when you turn around, you have to bend. This has to bend like this. When this is bent down, then it's safe to turn a little bit without hurting yourself. If this is a convex position, that means you're hunched like that. When you're hunched, it's like that. This is erect, and the back posture is hunched like that. You just go, like as if you are slouching on a chair. And you are doing this and you start turning, you hurt yourself. You really hurt yourself. So don't do that. You must make this part erect, straight, bend a bit at the hips, a little bit. And then if you want to bend, to twist, you can twist safely without any problems. Just twist a bit first. Don't have to twist a lot. And that's it. You go up, put your fingers together, bring it down to the chest, and close. Okay, thanks.